Oh man, we're back. Hey, Manny's back with me this time.
Yeah, sorry about the absence, guys. You know, a hardworking dude. But I'm back. I'm here, so everybody can calm down. We're good.
You left me alone, dude.
I know, man.
You left me alone to talk about Batman, the speculation.
You know that if there was one show I could make it to, it'd be the Batman show.
Okay,
so
but
please.
You left me alone, and then I had to deal with all these fans and these crazy fanboys down my throat saying that we were throwing fake news out there when we were only speculating and discussing the concept. But now that we're there,
now we can talk about what they want us to talk about.
So Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. I mean, you kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday.
Yeah. So your thoughts, because prior to this, we were discussing it, and we were discussing what would the DCEU look like moving forward if he was no longer Batman. How would they, if the speculations and if the reports were true, then what would that mean for the DCEU? Would they cast somebody else? Would they put the project on the back burner? But with Matt Reeves coming up and with all the heat, not the heat, but with all the momentum he's got from Apes, it doesn't look like he's going to slow down. It looks like he's ready to, he's been talking a lot about this movie. So then if that's the case, if they don't recast him, do they pass the mantle off to Robin? Are we ready for a Robin Batman? Like, all that speculation, really quick, your thoughts on it, and then we'll move on to the breaking news that San Diego Comic-Con released today at the Warner Brothers panel. So really quick, your thoughts.
Okay, I mean, I guess just real quick, it's just kind of crazy to me because, like, I kind of understand it. I kind of understand Warner and I don't. You know what I mean? Because, you're bringing in a new director and you very much do want his vision for these movies. You know what I mean? And I totally get that. So if his vision is something that's not with Ben Affleck, like, I can understand that. However, at the same time, this is coming from a guy that when Ben Affleck was announced as Batman, dude, I'm telling you right now, like, everybody heard it from me. I was upset. I was upset, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I watched the movie, and he totally blew me away. By far, the best part of that movie was Ben Affleck's Batman.
Definitely a saving grace.
So, to me, you have this guy who's essentially the Robert Downey Jr. of this universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that he's going to be one Justice League movie in, and probably not going to be in the next one?
Looking for a graceful exit was what the reports were saying.
That's what the report was saying, yeah.
Well, then, fast forward to today, and at the San Diego Comic-Con, at the Warner Brothers panel, of course, you already know fans are wanting to ask.
Of course.
And so they ask him, and right away he responds by saying, and I quote, he says, "Let me be very clear. I am the luckiest guy in the world. The crowd is going crazy. They're going crazy." He said, "Batman is the coolest part in the universe. I am so thrilled to do it. It's effing amazing." Essentially, he's addressing what obviously the rumors that were going around. And I found it interesting, really quick, just to backpedal for 2 seconds, that this news, whoever broke it or wherever it would come, wherever it came from, came the day before the Warner Brothers panel. So was it a leak? Was this a PR move that he's just kind of glossing over?
Yeah.
Was this a PR move to bring attention to it? This is weird. But then he goes on to say, that according to Warner Brothers, he said, "We want you to be Batman," they told me, and I believed them, he said. So he never really answered the question, but he is here denying or at least reflecting the question. So I guess two things. Let's go the route of, let's say he is denying it.
Yeah.
How thrilled are you that now we can possibly have Ben Affleck still here in what is potentially a trilogy that Matt Reeves is directing? So let's explore two routes. Let's explore he is staying.
Okay,
that's the first route. And then the second route we want to explore is it just a PR move and he's just saving face and he's just playing kindly? But let's go the first route.
Okay,
let's say he is staying.
If he is staying, I'll put it to you this way: I could not imagine a DC cinematic universe without a Bruce Wayne.
It's not possible.
I'm just like, that's and not only that, but the fact of the matter is that, a lot of people say that Ben Affleck's rendition of Batman was the closest to comic book accurate that you can get. Because, he just displayed the emotions perfectly. He, juggled between Bruce Wayne and Batman perfectly. You saw the detective side, the fighting, like it was all perfect. Combat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he is down for the trilogy, bro, that is just the best news I could possibly get. You know what I mean? Because that's what I was looking forward to. That's what when I heard Matt Reeves was taking over, I was like, that's great director. Let's get this trilogy. Ben Affleck's about to put some classic performances out there and about to make some money for DC, man. That's what it is. So, and then, Real quick, because I'm sorry. Did you have anything to add?
No.
Yeah.
I'm listening, and I wasn't sure if you were done.
Yeah. That's my take. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think that on my end, there's really not much I can say other than I'm excited. I know I broke a video, or I didn't break a video, but I posted a video last night or earlier this morning on my thoughts about it when I heard it, and I was like, I got to record something. I know it's late. And it was just pure speculation. What does that mean? There's a lot of, again, I touched on it yesterday, all the rumors and all the things that were going on behind the scenes that made us feel uneasy with the Ben Affleck Batman movie. The several things from the rewrites to the scripts. We're getting the script ready. Yes, I'm definitely going to direct. All of a sudden, he's not directing. All these things came after Live by Night. So, when you put two and two together, it just seemed like Warner Brothers lost their faith in him.
Yeah.
Now, again, speculation, thoughts, just looking at the pieces of the puzzle. I hope that's not the case. But having said that, if he is deciding to stay, and if he, as he said, he would be an ape for Matt Reeves on the ground, because Matt Reeves is a phenomenal director.
Of course,
he's a great
amazing.
director.
Yeah, he's coming back-to-back classics.
So what else is there to say? If he stays, then thank God, right? I am glad we need this. The DCEU needs this. Moving forward, him being at the forefront with Wonder Woman, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So far, he's the centerpiece so far. He's what's making everything work, man.
Absolutely.
Again, when people go back and talk about BVS, bro, the first thing they say is, say what you want about the movie, but Ben Affleck's Batman.
Right. It's always the topic that they bring up.
So, man, honestly, again, if he's staying, that's only good news, man. Only good news.
Okay, so then let's go the route of, let's say that he went out there and this was just a PR move. Let's just say that he's an actor. Right, he's an actor, so
good point.
Speaking in front of audiences and denying things and saying things, it's not new to them.
It's not foreign, yeah.
Right, so let's go the other direction, because again, we don't know. His response is not a confirmation either. No. It's just a really good sign, or it's encouraging news to hear that he really wants to play, that he doesn't want out. But let's go the route of, let's say that leak or that report is true, and let's just say they are looking for a way to gracefully bow him out. What does that mean? Does that mean he will still be in the first Batman movie, and then from there they'll segue him out into part 2 and 3 with the a younger Batman played by Dick Grayson, Jason Todd. Who knows? Maybe we have Damian Wayne. Yeah. Who knows? There are many. Because in this Batman world, he's already been around for a while. As a matter of fact,
not only that, but different people have taken the mantle. So you can do that and have it be comic book accurate.
So let's go the route that let's speculate. What if this is just a PR thing and he's just he's playing ball with them? Then what?
I mean, if that's the case, man, I just don't know, what's the best route to take this, man. Because, again, if you have your DC universe and you don't have Bruce Wayne as Batman, I don't see how it works. So, for example, we have all these Justice League movies to look forward to. We're getting rid of the first one in November, but you got to imagine there's going to be at least 2 or 3 more of these coming up. You know what I mean?
And stay tuned. If you haven't already, go also check out our Justice League trailer review.
Yes.
That's also going to be up, or if it's not up already. Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
And we're just going to review it. We're not going to react. We're going to review it because we've already seen it. So we're just going to review it.
Absolutely. So to me, it's just even if they do pass on the mantle to somebody, I just can't imagine a universe in the movies where, I have Dick Grayson as the main Batman, in this movie. You know what I mean? Batman, a lot of the times, is the centerpiece to a lot of these storylines. You know what I mean? He's the brains behind everything. Yeah. So for you to just pass that from Bruce Wayne to somebody else, to me, wouldn't work. Again, this is the movie world, so I'm not saying it's impossible to make it work, but they definitely have an uphill battle ahead of them.
I think you hit a point that most fans are probably on the same page with, and that's, I can't imagine a DCEU world where he's not Batman, where Bruce Wayne is not Batman. Yeah. Now, having said that, I think it's because they haven't really built up enough rapport with the audiences to make us go, okay, we're ready.
Yeah,
For example, Avengers, they're building on so much that when after Infinity War and they start giving us new Avengers, they've earned that. We've gone through the
already
journey.
Been rumors or speculation that Cap is gonna die in the next one and that Bucky's gonna take over, but we're ready for it.
We're ready for that because we've spent time with them. We've seen an arc. But this Batman, you drop us in the middle of an already existing old Batman who's already old, who's done what he's done for a very long time. He's here for a little bit and then he's gone. I just don't think they've earned that right yet. Now, who am I? I'm just a fan. But as a fan, I don't think the cinematic universe has earned that right to just throw him out the way real quick, and then force us to have a new Batman, which I just don't. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think we're ready.
And
for that.
There's also another scenario we got to talk about, because another one of the options that they said was maybe recast a younger man as Batman. But see, when you do that, it just it
messes up with the timeline. Which
because
then,
number one, the whole idea of this Batman was that he was an older, seasoned Batman.
Right.
So it's like, to bring a new guy, cast him as Bruce Wayne, a younger guy, like, it doesn't really make sense to me. So
here's speculation. Yeah. What if he is still Batman, but they do cast a younger Batman? And what they do is they do a time hop. So we see the next movie come out, and then the first Batman movie is him in his prime and how he got to where he's at now. So they cast somebody, and then like part 1, part 2, and then 3 finally leads us back to Ben Affleck and allows him to maybe his personal life gets settled. What if that's the route they're taking? What if they decide that, let's cast the young Batman, but this is the same one that's going to lead to him, and maybe the Batman movies are in the DCEU, but everything that takes place before.
Yeah.
Now that's an option. It's different. I wouldn't be upset at that. I think I'd be excited. It'd throw it off a little bit because they seem to be telling a chronological story. Yeah. But with the whole news that Matt Reeves wants to go the detective route, we want to see the world's greatest detective.
It's supposed to be like a noir type of
film
movie.
Noir.
Yeah.
And by film noir, we don't mean black and white, but in the film noir style.
Yeah.
So what if that's what they're doing? Like, could that be an option?
It could.
And how would you feel about that?
I would be okay with it. I wouldn't say okay with it. I would digest it easier if it was like that. That's the best way I could put it. However, one scenario that I thought of earlier today when I was reading all this wild, crazy news was it would be really dope if in some way they could incorporate Terry McGinnis, who's Batman Beyond, into all this. Because that personally would be extra dope for me, man.
That would.
As a comic book fan, dude, I would love to see that. Like, if he goes and passes the mantle.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if because I'm not ready. They haven't earned that for me.
I know. That's why I'm saying it's more of a personal want. You know what I mean? Because I was such a fan of the show and the comics. Like, I would really love to see that.
That makes
but
sense.
It's a long shot though. They're far away from that. You know what I mean? They got to get these core characters settled in.
Right.
Before
They've really got to earn their. They've got to earn that. I can't stress that enough. At least for me, and I'm sure I speak for some fans when I say that. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think is the direction? Do you think that he's actually, because again, he said what he said, but none of this is confirmed. It just gives us good signs.
It's really speculation.
So at this point, we're just speculating. So what do you guys think? Do you think he is going to stay as Batman, or do you think he's just playing nice with Warner Brothers? And if he is going to stay as Batman, what do you think that means for the movies moving forward? How would you guys, I guess, feel about a younger Batman leading into the Ben Affleck and them jumping timelines? Again, all speculation, but what do you guys think? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them right down here. But most importantly, above all else, subscribe, like, share with all your friends. And if you have any questions that you want to send us, we've been getting some right here. Scenic Views Movie News at gmail.com. So again, thank you guys for joining us, and